I just wanted to make a quick video explaining how I structure my training, just to give you guys a frame of reference for how I'm using these lifts. It's not necessarily the be-all end-all or even a recommendation, it's just how I use them so you can see how one person fits them in. So I use the basic push-pull leg split that a lot of people are familiar with. Within that, I have a rotation going. I rotate between 3 big exercises. Right now, they're Arthur lift and squats, Zercher squats, and one-hand deadlifts. Those are subject to change. Whenever one of those gets stale, I'll swap it out. So if I'm not making any more progress on Arthur lift squats or Zercher squats, for example, next plan is probably going to be cleans and front squats. That could replace either one of those. You know, there's plenty of options if the deadlifts don't work. You'll notice that 2 of those are more leg-oriented heavy workouts. So if that's my leg day, say Arthur lifts or Zercher squats, that's kind of my heavy leg day. Then I'll also do a light back day that week, so probably just rings. Versus if it's my heavy back day, which is the one-hand deadlift day, I'll probably do a lighter leg workout, which doesn't necessarily mean lightweight. I mean, I use 300 pounds for barbell leg press. That's not necessarily light, but it's for that exercise. It's relatively light. My light days are a lot more focused on just mobility, full range of motion, and just getting extra stuff in that I don't always do. Just training everything with more, completeness in the range. Not necessarily so focused on rep PRs as usual. I don't have quite such a good system worked out for upper body. I do have kind of a rotation, but that's more in flux. I haven't really got it quite nailed down exactly on that. For me, the rotation's really important. If I just keep doing the same exercise week after week, even some of my favorites, I'm gonna get stale. I'm not gonna make progress. I'm already pushing pretty close to my limits, so we're not gonna see week after week progress. I usually need a couple weeks to be ready to hit another rep PR in these big lifts. That's why I do a 3-week rotation. That works really well for me. Probably if you have more room to progress, you might want to stick with the same exercise week after week. But for me, having that rotation has worked really well to let me consistently hit PRs and not get overworked in any one area, not have to do deloads or anything of that sort. So that's how I structure my training. Doesn't mean you necessarily have to do it that way, but just to give you an idea of how I use all these exercises. And you'll see I have kind of a main exercise for each day, but I also do a bunch of other exercises on the same day. So I hope that helps you, give you a little bit of perspective on what I'm doing, and maybe gives you some ideas for how you can use these exercises yourself. Not to be all end all, but just to let you guys know where I'm coming from. Thanks for watching.